news. Y'all, I got it from a reliable source. One of my little homies that's connected with the Diddy case. That's real close, right? And I'm gonna give you the real reason why Diddy was denied bail for Thanksgiving. Make sure you stay tuned and subscribe at Mecca Audio TV. Hit the QR code on the screen. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I know you watching. Let's subscribe. Let's get it going. Keep it going, 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 keep it going. Mecca what? Ayo, Mecca what? Ayo, Mecca what? Ayo, Mecca what? Mecca audio. I like the way it's going down. All right, this one here is about Diddy and the real reason why he was denied bail. I'm gonna do a little riding. We're gonna chill, but we're gonna get to it. You know how they said that Diddy was denied bail for the third time, and they making it sound so dramatic, and it's like the drum roll, and oh, he's a danger, he's threatening witnesses, he's doing this, he's doing that, and he's making three-way calls, he's having people do this and that. If you let him out, he's gonna wind up controlling the people that he hired to guard him in his own self-created jail. That's really like some Escobar stuff, right? Remember Escobar? Remember? Listen, let's ride. Let's ride. Escobar. Escobar was one of the biggest cocaine dealers in the world, during my time. And when he got arrested in Colombia, this man actually pulled the Diddy, or maybe Diddy is pulling the Escobar. Y'all decide, put it in the comments once you hear this right here. Take you on a good ride. Escobar put up the money and built his own jail. He built his own jail and told the government, put me in my own jail and I'll surrender and plead guilty. He surrendered, plead guilty. He built this lavish jail that was nothing but the cells was condominiums. They had women coming in and out. They had chefs coming in. They had steak, lobster, whole pig. They like the pig. You know what I mean? They had all of that. They had the pork. They had everything jumping off. Steak. They had everything in this jail. I'm talking about he had big screen TV, luxury couches, big queen size bed with silk sheets and rabbit skin comforters and fireplace. He had everything in this jail. That's what Manuel that's what Escobar had, right? And this is where he's staying. And then somebody went in with a camera and exposed it. So that's what Diddy is offering. He wanted to build his own Noriega style prison in Midtown Manhattan in a private hotel with his own security guards. And he was going to follow the rules. Wouldn't you follow the rules in an environment like that? And you're allowed to see your kids, your family. I mean, he had it all situated. But of course, they shot it down. Now we're going to go to the reason why they shot it down. You know how they said that he's making these third party calls, he's using other people's pack number. Well, let me break that down. Right? He uses other people's pack number because they only give you 300 minutes a month and to talk to your family, kids, many girlfriends, and your lawyer. There's no way. Like I said, that's only 20, 15-minute calls a month, however you want to use them. If you use one call a day, and a day is long as anything, when you in that penitentiary and you don't have a release date like no bail or like me with life plus 20. No release date. So I make a call at 8 in the morning and I can't use the phone again till 8 tomorrow. I can use it whenever I want. But to monitor it out to get one a day, I'll have to wait till the next day at 8 in the morning. You know what I mean? And then the next day, and after 20 days, then I'm dead for, 10 days. but I could break it up and make 3-minute calls here, 2-minute calls here. So I used to call my peoples and be like, yo, did you get the money? Make sure you send the money. Can I go to commissary this week and make sure you send me a couple of books? I want a Jackie Collins and I want the Eric Jerome Dickey. You know what I mean? Yeah, the milk and the coffee. I heard about that. Milk and the coffee is supposed to be a good one by Eric Jerome Dickey. Send me that real quick. All right, click. And you don't even give your people a chance to respond. And that's how you got to use your 300 minutes. Your loved ones, they understand, so they just listen and take notes. And then when you calling somebody to ask them to do something, now they feel like, man, you didn't even say hello. You know, you didn't even ask me how I'm doing. No, that's because I only have 300 minutes a month. And people that didn't want to deal with you anyway, they used that as an excuse to say, oh, he don't even ask me how I'm doing. All he calls is when he wants something. No, all he do is call when he can. So that's how you'll work it out to use less than 15 minutes a day. So you could drag it out to the 30, but your phone calls got to speed up and you don't even have time to listen to your people. You just want to get out what you want to get done and expect them to carry it out on the outside. And it affects your chi and your state of mind while you're on the inside to continue to move forward for the rest of the day until you get the urge to send out another request because you feel lonely, because the loneliness and the depression will kill an average man. Imagine doing that for 26 years. But anyway, so back to Diddy. So now Diddy, right? Because you know we ride. You know, so Diddy, and let's not forget the gunshots. That's for the rap bastards and flip flop wearing and public trolls that don't like the way I feel like conducting my channel. All right? I'm going to give them 3 seconds to tap out. All right? You already know the routine. Take that with you on the way out. So that's where we at with that, right? So we got Diddy now where he goes to court and the lawyer tells him straight up, right? The lawyer tells Diddy, yo, this is what it is, right? Do not sit there and use these people's phone with a three-way because they're gonna wind up taking it. So the prosecutor jumps in and says, Your Honor, he's using other people's phone, he's doing this and that on the three-way, and he's threatening witnesses, and you don't know what is going on. And the app, he's making third-party calls on the app, you know, and the app is like a tablet that got the phone and the Core Link's computer that's normally a little desktop, you know, but it's in a little, iPad that you use so you could go on your cell and make a phone call so you don't have to wait on the line out there. It's not as clear as the regular call, but that's how they do that, right? So now the lawyer said, okay, Mr. Combs, so you have a problem with this app. The government has a problem with what you're doing. And then the government jumps in and they say, yeah, Your Honor, because it's illegal for him to do it and he should be penalized for using it. And the judge said, well, hold up, isn't that a Federal Bureau of Prison, FBOP, rule and regulation? And the lawyers and the prosecutor said yes. They said, okay, so if it's their rules and their regulations and they haven't punished him for it, how could you come in my courtroom and ask me to punish him for something that he's doing and the FBOP did not sanction him for it? Then, of course, the prosecutor responded back, yeah, but it's against the FBOP rules. So then the judge told him, what? Go to the FBOP and tell them to write him up. But get out of my face with that. So then they said, Mr. Combs, this is what we're going to do. Could you refrain from using that app? Right? So, of course, Mr. Combs, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Mr. Love, Love, Brother Love, anything you want to call him. Now, Diddy sat there and Diddy looked at that judge and said, yes, Your Honor. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to use it. So the judge said, okay, problem solved. He's not going to use the app you have a problem with. Give me 2 days to make a ruling on this bail motion. Because the judge was leaning in, giving him, the bail. And they tried to throw in, the app thing that he's using the app and making three-way calls and breaking FBOP, Federal Bureau of Prison rules. So now when he does that, the judge is waiting to make his ruling, and then smart Diddy, that's used to doing what he want with $1 billion, he goes back to the cell and he calls his son to talk about his birthday with his son. Something simple as that. So now the judge turns around and he puts some motion in. The prosecutor puts a motion into the judge telling the judge that he's using this phone. You know what I mean? Said he's using this phone to sit here and he's using the phone to sit here and telling you that he's no longer gonna use the phone. So if he's lying to you now in court and not following your rules while he's in FBOP, Federal Bureau of Prison custody, how do you intend him to honor his word in his own private Escobar created jail in Midtown Manhattan with his own correction officers that he's going to hire? Now the judge's hands is tied. Ciroc ain't even going to help him now. DeLeon ain't even going to help Diddy now. The Aqua Water can't help him. I think he's going to help Diddy right now. Because now the judge looks at Diddy and he tells Diddy straight up, look, you screwed up. Now I got to deny the bail. But I was going to get it to you. I tried to get it to you. All you had to do was stay off the app for 2 days and you would have been free for Thanksgiving. How do you think Diddy is feeling right now sitting in his cell knowing that that's how he screwed up? Somebody put it in the comments. Please, somebody put it in the comments. I know when I was denied bail and I went back, it's like my world crushed. I was really anticipating getting bail. And when they said no bail until after the outcome of the trial, I said, oh my God. Or how does Eddie Murphy say it? Good, good, and good, good. You know, I was tripping, you know? So I go back, and as soon as I went back, I just wanted to lay down and curl up in a fetal position. I didn't even make it to the cell. They took me back to the holding pen. I took a roll of toilet paper. I said, I got one right here because, I had a little cold, and I thank y'all for your remedies you said to help me with my cold. As you see, it's feeling a little better. I still got a little sound in my voice, but it's still unique, so we still Gucci. Now, check. You take this toilet paper, right? And it's a toilet paper. In the prison, we flatten that toilet paper and we put it under our head, and this toilet paper becomes our pillow. And I'm laying down there asleep on the joint. I got my hand like this so I can put it on the thing so that I don't get the dirt on my hand. So I'm laying there and I got my other hand here and I'm holding the pillow and I'm curled up in a fetal position on this little 2-plank wooden bench with my pillow under my head. Many years this toilet paper was my pillow and I slept like a baby, but I'm curled up like a baby with this pillow made out of toilet paper on my face and I'm just rocking and I'm like, oh my God. And nothing seems to want to go through my mind at this point. I'm literally stuck. I'm laying there like, oh man, now I gotta call my girl. I gotta tell her, I gotta call my mother, my sister, and I just knew I was gonna get bail. So I told him I'm gonna get bail, right? So now, when that happened, I'm sitting there and I'm all the way lost. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm all the way lost. By the time they take me upstairs, I get my stuff, I go in the shower, and I just let the hot water run over my head. And I'm trying to get a thought to go through the process of my mind, but I'm stuck. I'm numb. You know what it's like to be mentally numb? That's how Diddy felt when they denied that bail during Thanksgiving. And he felt even worse when he knew it was because he used that tablet, which is an app, and they told him not to use the app. And he's like, I screwed myself up. I can't believe I did that. I mean, this is what's going through his mind as we talking. You know what I mean? Like, I screwed oh my God. But it's like the worst feeling where it's like something is grabbing at your heart and it's just pulling you down and you don't know where you're going and you fighting to use your shoulders to hold up because you want to keep your head up high at all times. You can't let no one see your defeat. That's like, right, let me ride. Let me ride. That's like when they came to the prison and told me that my brother got M'd, my brother got two to the head, They come to the prison And they call me down in a little ball pen with a pair of underwears and t-shirt on. They sit me at a table. I'm handcuffed. I'm shackled. My feet shackled to a little round loop in the floor. You know what I mean? So I can't move because the loop holding me still. And it's a cold metal desk in front of me, right? And while I'm sitting in front of that cold metal desk, they take my handcuffs and they take one off and they stick it through a loop in the desk. And I'm sitting there like this. And then they lay out these big, beautiful 8x10 pictures. This the time when they didn't have cell phones and all this digital that. So you had to take your pictures and then take the negatives to get them developed at the store. So I've never seen nothing I developed came out that clear as these pictures they showed me with my brother with the green. Take a deep breath, you. I just want the youth to understand how serious this is. That's why I say don't do it. That's why I reveal certain things about me when I talk about these brothers and what they're going through, because I'm trying to prevent y'all from going through what I go through or went through. But I saw the green brain matter of my brother spattered on that floor with half of his head blown off, and I'm handcuffed and shackled to a table. And these three big European police, they looking down at me for a reaction. And when I just looked at it and stared at it, they looking for a reaction, but I got my poker face on because no way in hell could I let them see, me at my weakest point. And right now, I was emotionally at my weakest point looking at my brother right there, brains blowing out on the floor. And I looked up at them, they looked down at me, and I said, yo, take me back to my cage. At least he ain't got to die in your stinking prison or do a day in here. So he beat y'all, so that's one for me. I gave him a fake smirk. Yeah, sound like a real tough guy, right? But watch how it play out. Because, these rat bastards were quick to say I'm trying to glorify him, but I'm just telling you the facts of how it went down. I'm just a journalist reporting the situation that I went through. So when I told him, man, just take me back to my cage. At least he ain't got to do time in your stinking jail. So you lost that one. And they say, yeah, but the fox hunt is over. The N word is dead. The N word is dead. That's what they tell my brother. The N word is dead. The N word is dead. We won. We won. And they want me to argue with him to get riled up. And I looked at him and I just smirked. I said, yo, he ain't do a day in your jail. He ain't even get charged for the indictment because he never made it to the courtroom. So right there, we won. And they looked at me like I was crazy. But they knew I was right. And that's why when they tried to tell one of my lawyers to come back and tell me that my brother's dead, all I got to do is tell them how our operation went. That I didn't even have to tell on nobody. They said, just tell on your dead brother. Just tell us how you got the drugs past us for 4 or 5 years like that. How you was able to move around for 4 or 5 years without being detected like that until these M's came into play, meaning unaliveds. And they were like, if it wasn't for the unaliveds, you would have been getting away with poisoning the community. And I refused to tell on my dead brother because we already won when they never put him in handcuffs to bring him into the courtroom on this federal indictment. So it was only one of my mother's children that go down in history as failing society by being charged and convicted of being a drug kingpin. Her other son wasn't even charged with being a kingpin. Because the indictment don't apply until they bring him in. So I'm smiling, we won. Now let me ride back to my emotions after I'm looking at him, right? So I'm looking up at these devils. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm looking like you stinking mother. And I'm chained up, and I'm like, I just wanted to just bite him in the neck and hope I catch a good part. That's where I was at. And I'm looking at him, but I'm smirking, and they know what I'm thinking because they doing their actions, yelling that the N word is dead for a reason. You know. So when they went to take me upstairs, right? I'm riding, so I'm gonna go a little bit of everywhere, see if you can keep up. Because like 50 Cent said, if you don't understand either, um, if you think I'm talking too fast, that means you're listening too slow. You know what I mean? So listen a little faster or slow me down. But when they went to take me up those stairs, right? I was on the second tier in Virginia Beach County Jail. Big shout out to Virginia Beach. Relax, y'all. Relax. Big shout out to Virginia Beach. When they walked me up those 2 flights of stairs, every step I took felt like I had a 50-pound weight on my leg and they're going like, it felt like it took me an hour to walk up those stairs because I was dizzy. I was dumbfounded. My emotions was crumbling. Only thing I did not feel, I could honestly say, was hate because I felt good that my brother didn't let my mother down like I let her down by being caught and convicted. Yeah, say it, rat bastard. And yes, I am sorry and apologetic for what I did, but I'm speaking how I felt then. I'm letting you know what went through my mind when they told me this October 1st, 1994. I just got sentenced to life plus 22 weeks before, but it wasn't to hurt the police or hurt anyone that was the feelings I was having. My feelings was, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. But there was only one way to go out. So my mother only had one child that was charged and convicted of being a kingpin, and I'm honored for that. Round of applause. If I would have told on my dead brother, my deceased brother, I would never be able to sleep with myself because I would have violated the codes of the street that I took an oath to. Now, from where I sit at 60, it's a stupid oath. And the reason why it's stupid because you don't even have to get involved with the street, so you don't have to make a choice to follow those oaths. So if you youngins don't understand the pain that I'm going through, this is street code because I chose to be a part of the street game. And during my time, the penalty for violating the street game could get as extreme as decapitation. So why would I encourage the next person to put themselves in that situation? Yo, before I go any further, know that we got the Ohio 4. It's at freetheohio4.org. The brothers is locked up down there in Ohio. The prosecutors said they was guilty. They didn't have no DNA. They didn't have any evidence. But the judge is trying to drag the case out to get it into 2025 when the new prosecutor come in, because the old prosecutor that wanted to release the Ohio 4 down there in Ohio, the new prosecutor may come in and just dead everything that the old prosecutor was doing. So we need y'all to sign the petition at change.org slash free the Ohio 5, or you could just go in your phone or go to Google, Bing. You could just text your friend. Text a friend right now. The words all in one as a website. freetheohio4.org. And please, please, please sign the petition. Please, y'all. These men was proven guilty. I mean, not guilty. They were proven guilty by jury, and then the prosecutor looked back and saw that the key evidence they used was no good, and the prosecutor's trying to release these men. The judge is holding them up. We need y'all to go sign the petition. Let me ride back to Diddy. All right, so now Diddy's up in the joint. See how I ride? You know, this is how I ride. We just chill this Sunday. So now you got Diddy went ahead and used the app, and the judge denied him for using the app. The judge didn't deny Diddy because, he was threatening witnesses. He did something wrong when he made the three-way. He did something wrong when he did the app. All he did was violate the FBOP rules, and the FBOP didn't even give him a sanction for it. And that's why Brother Love is in jail. And this video is not about Brother Love. Maybe I should have said this at the beginning, but I'm going to say it now because I'm always thinking how to rap these dudes, man. Yo, I don't even want them to buy my book, man. I'm telling you, please, don't let me find my book in the possession of any rat bastards. Let me finish, man. It just hurt me to my heart to think about them. But it's like Diddy sat there and used the phone and made a three-way call that the FBOP didn't sanction him for. But the government wanted the judge to sanction him for what he did. But Diddy put the nail in his own coffin is the moral of the story when he went and used that app when he told the judge on the record he wasn't going to use it. Now, but where I was at, frankly, I like to ride, and I got to try and, keep my chi right. So where I was at is that this is not about Diddy. This is about us. If they get away with doing this with Diddy, you see they just jumped over and tried to do it with Jay-Z, but Jay-Z went out swinging. You see they just crossed over to Jay-Z. They're going to go at all of the millionaires, the billionaires that we look up to, so we have no one to look up to but them. This is what it's all about. Look how everybody was looking up to Diddy like he's the greatest entertainer since Michael Jackson. Not comparing him to Michael Jackson for you rat bastards. But I'm just saying, you know where I'm at. Been on here long enough. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button is all I'm asking. I know you like coming and you forget to hit it. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell and hit all so you get notified when I give these videos. And please go subscribe at Mecca Audio TV and Unique Mecca Audio Prison Story. All right, let's get this thing going. The QR code on the screen work. Cop my man Lou Sims' book. Let's move out.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions is a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in hall. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get juice from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. Did not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio.